we're hearing pandemic, stay at home, and then don't go to work, don't do this, don't do that. For me, I go to work every day. I go to work every day. I work from my room. I make 20K every day from my room because of IT. Please, Sam, let me have the next slide up there, Sam, please. The first one. Okay, because we'll just go through the meaning of IT, and then I will start my presentation for today. Now, on the screen there, the first slide says the word IT today just has to involve the way people communicate, and then gradually every day, as we are growing today, as we are beginning to see the days, if you're not an IT person, you are at a spot. If you're not into the world of IT, you're not used to smartphones, Android phones, and computers, you are at a spot. Back here in Nigeria, everybody is saying, oh, online courses, exams are done online. And if you are not used to the phones and the computers, you are not going anywhere. So we are now moving from the world of notebook and pen to the world of computer system, to the world of AI. Now we'll start from how do we improve our skill? When you want to improve something, what do? You read about it. You make research, right? You make research. You give yourself time. You tell yourself, I can do this. Now, there are so many ways, there's so many things we can do to improve our IT skills. And there are so many ways we can make money. We can make cool cash with our IT skills. Apart from me being an IT person, I'm a student, final year, okay? I'm an IT consultant to 4 hospitals, 2 marine companies, and some schools. And then I work as a part-time IT instructor, part-time. So roughly in a month, I have cool cash. I didn't get to go to an IT school like that, but because I decided to improve on myself. Because I know that someday, a time will come when, if you're not an IT person, you're lagging behind. So from the first slide there, we have the world today is gradually evolving into the digital era where effective communication is done via the IT world, and the AI is more what's relevant. AI has to do with artificial intelligence. I've been to some places where I see robots. Like there are no staff there. Robots are the ones doing the work of we humans. And it'll be so bad that at the end of the day, people are being asked to stay at home while robots are doing the work. That's bad. That's very, very bad. Now let's try to look at those things that we need to do to improve our skills, to remain relevant in the industry, in our places of work. What are those things we need to do? Okay, the next slide will come down to you right now. Not that particular one. Okay, let me have the next slide, Isaac. 1, we have fear, the fear of automation. Now, one thing that pulls someone down is fear. When you tell yourself fear, I'm scared of this thing, or I cannot do this, you end up not doing it because you've told yourself you cannot. Sometimes I try to fix myself in a bit, like people have 2 things in their mind. I don't mind, and then it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, or if you don't mind, it doesn't matter to you. But one thing that we need to overcome, that we need to do to improve our IT skills and then to be abreast with the trend, is to remove the fear of automation. Now, it might not really be in terms of automation where robots will have to do our work. Now, one of the schools where I work, because of this pandemic stuff, we're asked to stay at home. And now they said only teachers who can use their phones should come to school to work. And I'm like, some persons dropped because they are not used to the phone. They're not used to computer systems. And that's how they lost their job. First of all, they've told themselves, I cannot do it. That fear. They've built up fear in their system. In the era where we live today, IT is the talk of the town. Computer system is the in thing. So if you have this fear that, oh, no, 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 I cannot do it, I cannot do it. I don't think I can start this thing. That is the point to start failing. And at this point, you're not improving. For you to self-improve, you must learn to be confident of yourself, first of all. You must learn to be confident of yourself, first of all. 212, I think I did my computer program 212. Basically the basic one, Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint. Those were the basic programs I did in terms of a computer school. But as I finished that particular one, I got to realize that that's a whole lot of money. If I go into IT, that's a whole lot of money. So I told myself at this point, that fear will not be there. Okay, when I was doing the Excel program courses, because of mathematics, I was more like, oh, maths again. I can't do maths. Excel is mathematics. I can't do maths. But I told myself, I'm going to do this. Doesn't matter the stress, I'm going to do this. First of all, I removed that fear. And I told myself, I can. Today, people are buying robots. People are buying robots to remove we humans from the market. So when you are scared of automation, when you're scared of going into IT, probably learning more into IT, you remain at the spot. You're not moving forward. Now, we need to, first of all, learn how to remove fear. Remove fear, first of all. Let that fear not be there. 212, I told myself I was going to make money. Now, being a girl, being a young lady, I'm not really the type that feels someone can give me money. Even if you give me 100,000 right now, you're not doing me good, though. Because in a week, I can get that money. Yeah, I can get that money in a week. I'm going to be trying to take from my first stage to where I am now. From the first stage of me going into IT and then to where I am now. It was just simply after my WAEC. Computer school, Microsoft Word, Excel, that was all. But I chose to self-improve myself so I can remain relevant. Now, some schools I go to today, I didn't really see myself back then that I can get there. But because I removed fear, that fear, I removed it. So today, first of all, the first thing we should try to do is to remove fear of automation, that probably one day, someone that has better IT knowledge will take your job from you. You need to remove that fear from yourself and tell yourself that I'm going to do this. Once that fear is out, you now have a positive mindset and then you work towards it. The more you work towards it, the more that fear removes you. The second slide that we have there talks about a whole different thing outside fear. Now, fear is off. Still, I've dealt with the fear of someone taking over my job. So right now, if I remove the fear, what am I going to do? That takes us to the next slide. Isaac, please, the next slide. Embrace variety of softwares. I do networking, I network systems, I do home training. Now, I have people I've trained. Now, that if I'm not there, the money is coming in. Remember earlier, I said I basically did Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Those are the only programs I did. But when I went into the first school, I thought, I noticed that there are some things that I need to learn that I did not know. So when you think you've arrived, you've not arrived. You're just there. So you need to embrace thousands of softwares. There are so many softwares out there. You don't need to have a big laptop. You don't need to have a big machine to get softwares. If you have a smartphone, you're supposed to be an IT guru. If you have an Android phone that have access to internet, you're supposed to be an IT guru. Now, I'll give you a very short story. I got a job in a school, one of the big schools here in town. Now, when I went to the school, they asked if I can do coding for children, if I can code a car for a car to move. Yeah, I've done coding before, but I've not really taken my time to start making vehicles and stuff like that to move. I didn't tell them no. But the first stage I was scared. That means I'm going to lose this job. I didn't tell them no. I said, yes, I can do it. Just give me 5 minutes. I brought out all the softwares I have on my phone. I went through them one. And then I was able to do it. That was how I got a job of 70,000 naira for a month. I go there twice a week. So practically I go there 4 days, 8 days in a month. My money comes to my account. Now we need to learn thousands of softwares. There are thousands of softwares that we need to learn. Because if you think the one you know you've arrived, as the day is breaking, new softwares are coming into town. So you need to be updated with the current softwares. Now, someone's talking about SPSS. SPSS is what I did back 4 years. Now, what do we use SPSS to do? It's just a database software where you can transfer data from Excel down to SPSS. Now, you have the patient's BP, sugar level. Now, it can calculate everybody's BP at the same time. I'm into database. I'm into networking. I do configurations. I clone systems. I wasn't born with them, actually. I wasn't born with any of those things. But that's because I chose to embrace thousands of softwares. That's because I chose not to just work on the basic Microsoft Word and Excel stuff even that one stuff, most people don't know it. Normal Microsoft Word, some lecturers in school don't know it. Some big professors in school don't know it. So if you give yourself time to embrace softwares, it will be easier for you to get ahead. Because if you think you can do coding, very soon we'll soon phase off coding. Now, very soon we'll soon phase off laptops. You can just stay where you are, do stuff like this. Your screen is there. We're done with the era of using marker to write on the board. As you're saying it, is working on the screen. So we need to embrace thousands of softwares to enable us become relevant in the IT world. Now, if you like that, I've had cases where someone tell me, this software thing, I think they are complicated. They are not. Get a notebook, get a pen, start from the scratch, stage by stage, make a note. Now, you can even decide to run one software for a month. On your own, you just run one software for a month, you take your time, you go through them. If you have a laptop, if you have a phone, most of the things our laptops can do, our phones can also do them. So you don't need to have a big laptop for you to embrace thousands of softwares. Now, if you're just saying because you're good with Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint and CorelDRAW, you're not moving forward because we are done with that era. The era of appreciation, we're done with that. A child in primary 2 can code. Primary 1 can code. So you as a person, most of us can't even code. Some parents at my age don't even know what coding is. So I want us to remove our mindset from this, I think I'm okay with this one, I know this one is okay. It is not okay until it is okay. If I'm not a month, I'll just tell Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, something is wrong somewhere. So we need to move ourselves out from the phase of being at a spot, just one software, we are okay. Get to embrace thousands of softwares, get a notebook, get a pen, write down a step by step. You can learn how to clone system with your phone. You can learn how to do database, MySQL, SPSS, Access, Excel, Advanced Excel with your phone. Just tell yourself, I can do this. We've taken to the third one right now. Now, from the third slide, it talks about, you see a picture of a lady, online courses. Online courses. There are thousands of free online courses out there. This pandemic period, people in the house, there are thousands of free online courses. Loads of free online courses. If you buy data of 1,000 naira a month and you don't learn one thing with that data, my dear, you've wasted. As in, you've wasted that money. If it's doing Facebook and YouTube and stuff, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram, watch people's pictures. Somebody else is making money. Now we need to take our time to make online courses our friend. There are thousands of free online courses out there that you can go over and read through, learn them step by step, and then you come out and teach someone. When I went to Aladumo for an interview of a one-day job, they asked me if I can do Scratch. Have not heard the software before. That was the first day I heard Scratch. And I didn't that the lady no. I said, yes, I can do Scratch. Just give me some time. Let me just organize myself. I went to the restroom. At that point, I Googled what is Scratch. And I knew that Scratch was a coding software for children where they can code, they can make animations, they can make ballerinas, and they can move, they can talk. And at that point, I was able to learn more. I didn't fail the interview. What did I do? I just went straight to the simplest thing I can do at that point in time. How can I code something to move? Because I was already used to coding. Just a click here, click here, click here, the car will move. And that was how I just did 1, 2, 3. That was my interview, and I got the job. So online courses are also one of the major area where we can improve our IT skills through online courses. Online courses, YouTube, download videos from YouTube, watch them. Eli, the computer guy, talks more on networking. He gives you the step-by-step to repair a desktop. The videos are there, they're free. He gives you step-by-step to clone a system. He gives step-by-step how you can fix a RAM, fix a motherboard, and all the components of a system unit. So we need to put more attention on our online courses, because these are the only sources whereby we can learn what we don't know. Every day, people are uploading new softwares online. And if you're just staying at a place saying that, oh, this one is not out there yet, you're not moving forward. I think this period, I've learned 4 softwares this coronavirus period while I'm in my house. So if I'm going to send a school a proposal of a job, the ones I learned are the ones I'm going to tell them. That's because I was able to use my time. Now, most of us will spend so much of our time we're chatting with somebody. We'll spend so much time on calls. Why we have thousands of free downloads we can do to improve our IT skills. Online courses remove fear. Get hooked up with thousands of softwares. I've stressed on this 3, which are the basic ones that we need to do. Okay, Isaac, next slide, please. Okay, now the slide there is the power of an accountability partner. Who do you have as a friend? Who is your friend? This is a very serious one. Who is your friend? Who do you call your friend? Now, most of my friends are IT persons, apart from my parents. All my friends and the host of the program. Thousands, all of my friends, and maybe 2, 3 persons are not into IT. Now, we need to have an accountability partner. Who is an accountability partner, please? Who? Who do you call an accountability partner? It's over there on the next slide. It tells you what he or she does for you. someone that keeps you in check. That's who we call an accountability partner. Someone that helps you to grow. Now, if you're going to get a partner for a particular program, it has to be someone advanced than you, not who you're better than. Someone who is more developed, someone who is more vast. This person keeps you in check. Now, like today, a new software came out today, and a friend of mine sent it to me. And I was like, Stella, I need to be up and doing. Now, if I don't have partners in terms of IT, some things I know now, I may not know them. Now, oftentimes, when I try to play around them and I fail, of course, there are failures around. You have to fail, you have to fail, you have to fail again to succeed. And I just call them, look, oh, I couldn't do it. And before you know, they'll just tell me, okay, do here, do here, do here. And I'll do it. They'll say, okay, send me videos, the one you've done. They will grade me and help me, tell me, okay, these are where you make changes. So we need to have someone that keeps us in check, someone that tries to help us to grow. If the kind of friend you have is just, what's up, how far, how are you? And that's all, they're not helping you to grow. So we need to have an accountability partner, someone who is higher than us in terms of IT world, someone who is more advanced, who can help us achieve the things we need to do. Like this period, my mom was saying stuff that I didn't really understand. Okay, she tried to do a PowerPoint animation for a school, and she couldn't do it. That's my mom right now. And I asked her, I said, who is your friend? She said, church members and stuff like that. Church members, and then you're going into IT. You need to have an IT friend, someone who is 2 steps ahead of you. I think that's what I can say. 2 steps ahead of you. Someone who can push you to aim higher. Someone can push you to get the best in that field that you are, if you are to remain relevant in the IT world. I don't need someone around if all we are going to talk about is how to do stuff, teaching me how to make money. You're not my friend. You're not teaching me how to advance my IT career. You're not my friend. Do you get? So we need to have a partner in a particular field we find ourselves. If you're into presentation, who is your friend? Who is helping you to grow? So you need someone that can help you to grow, not someone who keeps you at a spot. Because if you are not growing, you're dying. If you are not growing ahead every day, you're just there. I think by 12:30, I have a class by 12:32. From 12:30 to 3 o'clock, I have a class with teachers. What's the class? How to use Zoom. Now everybody's saying Zoom, 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 Zoom. Schools are using Zoom. Parents wants to know how to use Zoom. Now this period, other people are at home crying, oh, no money, salaries are not being paid. I go to people's houses and I teach you how to use Zoom. But to spend 4 hours in your house is 10,000 naira. So that's per person. So if you're bringing the whole house to come and learn, I charge the whole house. So this is a period where I'm even making more money compared to when I was going to work. So I can just say, let the pandemic continue. God forbid, actually. But if I'm to choose between now and then, I think I made more money this month and last month compared to the previous months. Now my partners, we come together. I said, okay, so persons called me, you go here, charge them social amount. I brought the job. At the end of the day, we divide the money into 3. Because I brought the job, I have a court. I didn't go there. Parents want to buy laptop. I have partners who sell laptops out there. I just call, how much is my slot? If I am able to bring someone to buy, 5K, 10,000. Okay, I didn't go there. So you need to have partners who can help you to grow. Because if they're not helping you to grow, they're killing you. So get a partner who can help you to grow if you want to advance in the IT world. That's for an accountability partner. Okay, the next slide, we have consider recognized certifications. Yeah, this particular one has really helped my life. You remember earlier when I started this, I thought about doing just one program, which was Microsoft Word and Excel. Now in River State here, everybody value NIT. I think that's one of the recognized schools where they give standard certificates that you can work outside. Now the programs NIT do are what you can actually learn in your house at your comfort without paying money for it. But because they have recognized certificates, I chose to do it. I remember going to Ghana for a one-day training. The money was expensive. At some point, I was like, no, I can't do this. But because I can use that cert outside Nigeria, I paid for it. It was just a one-day training. Now, okay, I am currently a Microsoft certified educator, so I can teach all the Microsoft and then sign you with Microsoft signature on your certificates. So you need to get recognized certifications. You need to save money to get money. You need to spend money to get money. So if you want to become or to stay relevant in the workplace, you need to consider thousands of recognized certifications. Yeah, you really need to do that. Now, you can just sign up for how to become a Microsoft certified educator. Thereby, you teach all of the Microsoft courses, Publisher, Word, and those appreciations. And then you can even work in 5 schools in a day. Like apart from going to having my part-time lectures, I work 4 schools a day. I go to one school in the morning, first period, year one and year two, to meet them together. Second period, another school. 4 schools in one day. Now, these schools have different softwares that they are doing. But because I came with a recognized certificate, oh, she went to NIT, she went to this one, she did ASA, she did all of the recognized stuff, they give me the job. So we need to hold value in certificates too, because there are also avenues where people employ you. If they tell you, oh, you need a job, let's see your papers. What do you have? SSC, YEC, SSC. They're not employing you. But if you bring recognized papers where you can practically do MySQL, you can analyze data, you can read through data, you can interpret data, and then they see that you went to the school. Oftentimes, even the schools that we go to, they don't teach us what we want. But because we need that paper to show that we went to some place. So you need to get a recognized certificate too to remain relevant in the work firm. That is, if you love your job, if you love your job. Now, schools have been shut down in River State. All schools have been shut down. And then they're saying parents shouldn't pay for the third term because schools are not open. And schools need to generate money. So right now, every teacher is trying to see how they can learn how to use the system. Now they're trying to call for programs, online courses, for them to be in the market. So if you're not trying to get advanced programs, you're not moving anywhere. You're just where you are. So let's try to get recognized certifications. Don't, in as much as we don't really have that much money to spend in big schools. I think NIT charge 170K for appreciation. Basically, Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. Then give you the introductions of computer. So we need ourselves too. While you are getting these certificates, you also need to improve on your own. I said it earlier, get YouTube downloads. YouTube downloads are the reason why I'm here. They brought me this far. Most of the jobs I did with marine companies, I've not been in a marine firm before. I've not worked there. Sometimes they just call you. They have staffs. They need to organize their data. They need to do this. Because I chose to learn more, to improve on myself. That's why most of these big films actually come. And then I think it's Grace too, because Grace actually brought me this far. Somewhere our host knows knows my story from the scratch to where I am right now. So we need to try to consider thousands of recognized certifications too. Let's recognize schools certify you, not just this because we saw a billboard out there. We teach programming, we teach AutoCAD and ArchiCAD. You go to look out for schools that are recognized too, because when you are seeking for an IT job in a firm like IG or Shell, they need to have a recognized certificate where you can use outside the country. That's for that particular one. Isaac, the next slide, please. Okay, now we have what are the programs we need to do? What are the programs we need to do? What are the programs we need to do this period? This period, there are thousands of programs we need to get ourselves involved with. There are thousands of programs we need to do. So the first program I'm going to recommend is database spectrum analytics. Database is the deal of the day now. Companies need to secure their data. They need a recognized analyst who can read their data and then who can interpret data. That's why I said earlier, we need to learn thousands of softwares. Database is one thing that has actually helped me come this far. Because when I was called for what's it called, for transferring an Excel file to SPSS, I'm not a doctor. I don't work in the hospitals, but I know how much UPTH paid for me to just transfer data from Excel to SPSS. Now we need to venture into database. We need to try to learn more on database. You can start from Excel. You can start from Excel. There are keyboard shortcuts that we can use to analyze data. You can start from the basic Excel. Today's companies are paying their staff not through cash. They pay you from your bank. They have all your payroll stored in Excel, stored in what's it called? In Access. These are databases. Now, they can choose to add allowances to your salaries. And now they don't use pen to calculate 2 plus, you can even add 10 instead of 100K to tell you what they're going to pay you. Now, companies need a database analyst because thousands of files need to be secured out there. I think if you go to companies like Shell and Ajib, those oil companies back here in Nigeria, they have strong database analysts and they pay them high. And one of the reasons why I chose not to work for these areas are because I can make more money if I do a contract base for you. Let me just come to your office. What's the problem? I'll go through it. When I'm done, you pay me as I just finished. Because even if I'm going to interpret the data for a company for one day, I'll bill them high. But if you don't know how to interpret data, it becomes difficult. So that's why we need time. This period of coronavirus, we need time. We need to learn new things. What are you doing with the time? Some people are shouting, oh, I've been sleeping, oh, I'm getting fat. Oh, this one, I'm getting too much fat. This period, our account should be green, not red. So we need to venture into database. We need to learn how to create simple and complex macros. We need to learn how to interpret macros at the same time. Now, when you create database, how do you interpret them? These are things you need to give yourself time to do. So I would recommend for us to go into database because there's a whole lot of money in database, a cool money in database. Okay, Isaac, next slide. Yeah, graphic design. This one, I wasn't really a graphic design. Well, it was just CorelDRAW I did during my training. But today, we have wedding, you need a graphic design. They need a freelancer. You have wedding, you have elections, you have dedications. Most of the things we do. Now, people are creating thousands of designs out there. Now, imagine if you have a job from someone who wants to contest as a governor to design their graphic, which are going to share out there on the street. This is one area where I've made money. Churches do programs every day. Schools do billboards every day. People get married every weekend. Now, these are things that they do with graphics. I think the simplest graphic we do now is CorelDRAW. But we're now CorelDRAW has phased off. People are using AutoCAD, using Photoshop. That they can just Photoshop you and do anything they want to do, remove it and put someone else's head there, and they pay for it. So try to learn more on graphics too. I design, I do wedding cards, I do flyers, I design whatever. Now, the ones I cannot design, I've trained people out there. So if you call me here and I'm not able to, I call somebody that I've trained. Please get this job done. So I'm going to charge them 20K without printing. And now you know that in printing job, the higher what you're printing is, the cheaper. But if they don't know what you're doing, you build them. It's your skill, it's your knowledge. Now, one thing I will advise is learn CorelDRAW, learn Photoshop, learn AutoCAD, learn ArchiCAD. These are things that make cool money. I have a friend who designed, it was a logo for a church. Just an ordinary simple logo. You drew a box, double the box, shape, and then sent to the church. And it was wow, the church liked it. Just common logo that I would just draw circle and do this. The church bought the logo for 150K. And like just common logo. Now, if you go to YouTube, there are thousands of logos out there. There are 3D logos now. I think what's in vogue now is 3D logos. Just type on your YouTube, how can I design 3D, or how can I do 3D logos with a particular software? And once you get that videos, you start with the step by step, how to get the shape. Before you know it, you're moving forward. So graphic design is also one avenue where which we can have a whole lot of money. And then you're smiling. You just do one job for somebody. Like not just any job you just do. Also try to sugarcoat the job, like make it look nice. That's why you need time to learn more. People are using Photoshop to make money. You wear a shirt, oh, it's my birthday, I want my face to show. That's the work of a graphic designer. People carry hamper, people carry bags after wedding, souvenirs. They design a bag, you print on it, they pay for it. People give you flyers, oh, come to my church, is your design, they pay for it. People place adverts on the street for a good job, for a new job. You read through it, that's a graphic designer's work. You pay for it. So these are also one of the areas where I have made money. Now, I'm just giving you the areas where I've made money for myself. Like currently, currently now, the money I've made this period, not from graphic, but from Zoom and Google Classroom. You can even start now and go to schools that have not that are not doing the online e-learning stuff. Learn about Google Classroom. Check online, what is Google Classroom? How does it work? We can just do a simple proposal and send to a school. I can teach your school how to, at a lower cost. There are thousands of softwares you can just blend together, and then schools will start doing their videos, and then they pay you for it. You're off. You go to another school, you're making your money. So graphic design actually is one of the areas where we need to get ourselves hooked up with. Graphic. Learn as many graphics as you can learn. Because come few years from now, somebody wants to become the governor of a state, somebody wants to become a president, somebody wants to become a mayor, somebody wants to become a director, and flyers are being given out. So let's try and venture into graphic design too. That's another source where I make my money. Next slide, please. Now we have IT troubleshooting. It is one thing to know how to use system. It's also one thing to repair. Yeah. A lawyer can use a system and do work, but a lawyer needs an IT troubleshooter to help repair the system. I repair systems. Yeah, I repair, and I didn't even like. I wasn't taught how to repair system from the schools I've gone to. How did I learn them? Online videos. I had to learn how to open the system unit, how to remove the motherboard, how to do this and how to do that. Now, from what I have on the screen there, it says working on computers is one thing, and having a knack or looking into the issues are also one angle where people make money. If you can learn how to repair a system, every company employs a staff who just comes to work. You are the chef, you're this, you're that. Yours is not to repair, yours is to use. If it goes bad, you need an IT engineer who comes to check what is wrong. Now you're just coming to check, probably something happened, maybe just little thing, maybe little shit from computer part. Probably the RAM was bad. Now you need to know how do we know this is the problem? They can just say a red, they can just say a red sound from the CPU and they're like, oh, system is bad. Because you are into IT troubleshooting. That's a RAM problem. I know you need to change the RAM. So you can just tell them, this thing is a very serious, because they don't know. It is your knowledge. This is very bad. It's a very big problem. You build a company, you go there, buy RAM of how much? 1,000 something. They pay 20K for just to change a RAM that won't take 5 minutes. And you are done. System is up. They are working. You are somewhere else. So you need to learn how to troubleshoot a system, how to repair, not just how to use. Now, you may not really go into trying to do all of the cloning stuff, but we can as well learn the basic ones. At least know how to change a motherboard, how to change a UPS battery. These are areas where I make money too. Yeah, UPS battery. What is there? Get your screw it open, just remove the pack, fix again, and cover. System is up, because they only know how to use. They don't know how to repair. So me, I can use, I can repair, and that's why I'm really enjoying my IT field compared to being a presenter out there. So what I'm going to do, like, I'll just tell myself at the end of the day, maybe before I clock 26, 28, 30, I should have 2 or 4 computer schools running where people are there working. This section, we are doing IT troubleshooting here, we are doing this, we are doing that. So we need to try to know how to repair the systems too, not how to use. If you Google videos of Eli, the computer guy, teaches you basic of hardwares. He gives you from the scratch, gives you the different tools you can use to open different parts of the system and then how to fix them back. So you don't even need to go to a computer school where you need to learn how to clone a system or how to repair a system. Just stay at the comfort of your house with your YouTube, with your smartphone. Get a notebook and learn. Make a note. Possibly you buy those parts little, keep in your house. Look for a condemned system. Try to practice them in your. If you see my room, I have box load of systems that some are just children I carry. I want to make sure they work. So we need to go into IT troubleshooting. We need to learn how to repair the system. Even our phones, the phones we use, we need to learn how to open the phone and how to clock it back. Most persons, most of these big guys out there that carries big car, and then all they know is their money. Once the phone is bad, they buy a new one. Now, I think I went to a house sometime, so was it? I think that should be last year. They called for a private lesson. They said they want to buy a new system. Nothing happened to this. The system was okay. Just that. What happened? The battery. The battery went bad. They opted to buy a new. I said, okay, I can repair it. Said, can you repair it? Of course I can repair it. I opened the system and I knew it was a battery problem. And I told them I have to work on the battery, I have to work on the screen. So we are buying so many things. They paid 50,000 naira for me to change battery. And I bought battery of how much? 26,000. It worked. And that was how that particular thing ended for that. Why they paid for the training? They also paid for me to just buy a new battery, and fix it back. So we need to know how to use and how to repair. In terms of food, people know only how to eat, not how to cook. So you need to know how to use and how to repair. So if it goes bad, if you work in a very big firm where you are seen as an IT person, they pay we higher than the teachers. Can you imagine the teacher working for every day, Monday till Friday? She's paying 60,000 per month. And you are coming as a contract staff, you're working just twice in a week. You're taking home 40K per month. Now, twice in a week, you have 3 days left. That 3 days, you can go to another school, get 20K or get 40K. And then you're even earning higher than those ones. So you must not even be a graduate before you can do all of this. So long as you have a smartphone, you have a pen, you have a notebook, you need to be making good money with computers. So let's try and go into IT troubleshooting too. It's another avenue where we can make a whole lot of money, because right now, after all of this corona stuff is going to stop, what I'm going to be doing, you see those big schools that have professors who don't know how to use system. I'm the one coming to you right now. Don't come. I'm coming to you. I'm going to teach you how to use system, basically how to do little things, and then charge you high for it. So we need to know some of these things, because these are avenues where the jobs are coming in. Remove fear, get online courses, try to know as many softwares as you can. Make YouTube your friend. Let YouTube, not to watch movies actually. Learn. In a day, you should be able to give a notebook where you've been able to solve a particular problem in the system. You should be able to know when a RAM is bad, know when the motherboard is bad, know when you need to change the processor, know when you need to change some parts of the system. So if you are very good with software and then you are also good with maintenance, you're a prof already. You're a guru. So you don't need to be just I only teach, I cannot repair. And then you call someone else and then they see you as an IT person. When you say you're an IT person, you need to know everything, even if not, or at least get to know little of everything that involves IT. Know how to repair system to give you a whole lot of money. Why they buy system for one something thousand? You can just buy an empty box of a CPU, buy the mother, buy the parts from different shops, clone them together, sell it 4 times the price of what you bought. You're the one making the gain. The money comes to your pocket. Who lose? Nobody. That's your money. So let's try to also venture into IT troubleshooting. Okay, Isaac, next slide. Finally, we should note that the key to stay one step ahead of the game in a world where IT is the talk of the town, we need dedication, we need hard work. Oftentimes I sleep maybe 6 or 4 hours in the day. What am I doing? It's either I'm watching a video here, it's either my laptop is on, it's either I'm doing something, it's either I'm just trying to learn new things. Like currently, after maybe by 12 o'clock, after my class, after my last class for today, which is by 12:30 to 3, someone else sent a new software for me to learn. So I need to be up and doing. I need dedications. I need to give it my time. I need to reduce number of sleep. Most of us will sleep too much. I tell you, we sleep a whole lot. Like this period, somebody will eat in the morning. All you do is you eat. After eating, you go to bed. You wake up, you eat again, you go to bed. We need to reduce the number of sleep we sleep right now, because after this corona period, how do you want to come out? Do you want to come out as that person that was I used to? Me, as after this corona period, I am coming out 50 times better than what I was. I may end up dropping most of the schools and most of the job I do, because I've seen things I need to do, that can fetch me a whole lot of money with just my systems. So while you are at home, everybody's saying pandemic, corona stuff, what are you doing with your time? Limit the number of sleep you sleep. Give yourself time to venture into new softwares. Learn new softwares. Let YouTube be your friend. Let Google be your friend. Google. Now, you can even Google what is Google Classroom. There are schools out there that needs help. They need to learn how they can do the e-learning stuff too. That's I think Zoom can be a little bit expensive because of data, but you can just get free applications that you can just do a video and do PowerPoint slide, merge them together. You sell it off to the school buy, they pay you, you go your way. So we need to reduce the number of sleep we're having this period. We need to come out better and stronger than we used to be before. We need a whole lot of things right now. If you have an Android phone, you don't have a computer system. That Android phone can serve as your computer system. So long as you have data on your phone, as long as the screen is good, you can learn as many softwares as you want to learn. So let's try to look at all the things we've listed out today. I think it will help us because it has helped me here that I am today. Maybe probably from maybe not from next year, my first house should be completed. Yeah, these are my IT money. So by 25 or 26, I should be a house owner. Sounds nice, right? So we need to be up and doing. We need to be up and doing. I mean up and doing. This period, tell yourself, you may not even do the IT stuff I'm doing actually, but whatever thing that gives you joy, whatever thing you know that you can do that can fetch you a whole lot of money, try to improve on it. Try to improve on it and tell yourself, I can. You can do it. Just tell yourself, I can do it. And that's the spirit. Remove fear. Let fear not be there. Me, I dropped fear. Back, 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 back. Once I hear any software right now, I want to know what it is. I want to know how it works. I want to know how to use it. Now I can build my own softwares. Like most of the softwares I use right now, they are mine, apart from the basic ones. So we need to stay up so we can be relevant in the IT world. I believe if you're able to put up these skills together and then you're coming out better as a graphic designer, as an IT maintenance person, as a database analyst. Do you get? Well, I can actually I already dropped some softwares out there for you, but for now, I don't really know how possible it is for me to share some of the softwares. But then, I really want us to try and put this stuff into practice. It will help you. Whatever thing I am today is not because one big school taught me. It's not because I went to one foreign school out there. It's because I decided to teach myself. So we should also learn to teach ourselves. Now that we're all in the house, we're not going to work, so we need to learn something this period and come out better. Not be that you won over Corona. You won. Yes, like me, Stella Sunday. I won because I'm coming out better than I was. So I'm even thanking God for the Corona because it helped me to achieve some things that I did this period. So I'll quickly end my presentation right here, and I will call on our host for further thing he wants me to do. But I hope we all put this into practice. I seriously do. Thank you, guys. Okay, let me have Sam on the screen.
Hi everyone. I want to say a big thank you to Stella Sunday. I believe we've written a lot of things and we've been able to gather a lot of facts today. You know, I told us that we are in for something great, and I believe we're already seeing it now. In fact, we started seeing it right from the phase one, right from phase one, and now down to this phase two. So this phase two is powerful. It's been awesome. It's been great. So as I was saying earlier, Stella, personally, I didn't want to make some introduction about her. She mentioned quite few things and quite few companies she run a lot of stuff with. And just to, before you, because I sent a chat, before you start bringing forth your questions and where you weren't clear, where you wanted to make some points, I want to say a big thanks to every one of you on this platform today on board, because you guys, you are awesome. I can't just keep mentioning them. Those that are still struggling, which I'm still trying to get them on board. I just they can get this whole stuff from our YouTube channels or from our Facebook pages. And then if you seek for the slide, we'll also send you in consultation with the consultants. I'm also happy to announce to you, before I will continue with Stella and with what we have today, that one of our legal guests, in fact, our legal guest that will be taking us on 12 alongside with Tom Jameson, is on board here with us, also watching. So this is to tell you that every one of us have our field and we all have place where we measure. So, and it will be bad thing, because I know one question that will be coming to our mind is that I'm not an IT person. Why do I need to just measure and listen to everything she has said? But even if you are not an IT person, for the sake that the world trend is changing, things are moving. See, if you don't move alongside with the transition, you will be left behind. And when you're left behind, you don't owe, even God does not owe you any apology. And let me just strike you one thing about Stella. See, this will tell you that you can stay in your house and get as much knowledge you can. I think, if I remember, we met maybe 2013, if I remember, or something like that. I can't really remember. And Stella is one person that she never really loved school, especially university, because she was so, her passion, this is where passion is going to play. Her passion was so magnetic. In fact, it's so contagious that certain times I have to avoid her because she can talk me into IT, but I'm doing my best anyway on that IT part. I'm not left behind in any way, but I've learned a lot from her today again. So I came into her life, or we met, and then she's actually she's my tenant. I'm her landlord actually, and she's my small baby. So I have to that Stella, you need to, with all this you have, you need to get into school. I remember I was on a jam classes then, having over 105 students, and I was just in year one. Even Ujuwan that is here, she knew me in school, university, but she never knew I was running such jam. Why in university? Even our Jessica, the barrister there. These are my childhood friends somehow. Okay.
Today's class has been most beneficial as well as addition of knowledge. Stella, thank you. As we were talking, I just went straight to Google to get about what's it called, Google Classroom app, and I've registered and I've seen how addition is. Thank you. So I think I've added one thing today.
Yeah. Okay. See, Larry. Sorry. I didn't get your name.
My name is Charles. Charles.
Okay, Charles. Now, yeah. You see, that's why that you were in the house. You see, with Google Classroom, every school now wants to do e-learning. Every school now is going into e-learning because nobody knows when this pandemic will stop. So if you're just get more of the Google Classroom video, because it requires you having to open email. So if you're going to a school to introduce Google Classroom, now by time, I don't know where you are, but if you have movements in your area, you can just go to school and tell them you can teach them Google Classroom and how they can do their stuff. Google Classroom is very easy, but it's just that you need to open an email for every child. But I believe you can get more on Google Classroom because, and then it's also free. It's cheaper compared to using Zoom because of the data you spend. So Google Classroom is a very good avenue too for e-learning.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. If my small cousins, I'll be able to teach them that and get them used to it.
Yes. I can as well get some for you and forward to Sam. So okay. Primarily, like some schools don't really like the Google Classroom. What they want to do is one whereby they can just record themselves and then add their slide. So I can just get those ones too, so that as you're going to any school to send proposal, you're not just going with Google Classroom, you're going with Google Classroom and then some other ones. So they can now make choices of the ones that they really need for the children.
Yeah, I think I will appreciate that to enhance my personal knowledge. Yeah?
I will.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
All right, darling. You take care.
So we still have a few minutes to go, and the platform is still open to ask questions, please.
Personally, I've learned so much. I've learned so much. I mean, this is a serious eye opener for me. And but I want to ask one question. So, apart from database and Google Classroom, and what other aspect of the because I'm trying to take it to my own field of studies, you know, and looking at my own environment. I'm thinking if you can give me maybe one or two more other professional courses, like in terms of the marine sector, if you have an idea of something about that, so that we can also look at that. Or maybe I'll send you a private
Isaac.
DM so we can talk about that. Yeah.
Isaac,
Or if you
send
have
me a private message.
an idea
No,
on
see,
something like that, apart from school,
there are
because
some,
mostly, generally, you centered on school and but
yeah, school learning.
like
That's
taking
where
it out from the school premises, like looking at it from a general point of view. For example, we have lawyers here, we have mariners here. So, my question is, if you have other ideas on how we can take these things to our professions, our various professions.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, let me unmute my video. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to send you some names of some of the softwares I used during when I had marine like LNG trainings. When I went for LNG trainings, I'm going to send them as a private chat to you or to Sam. I have your number, Isaac, right? Now there's even one Dudu is working on, but I think he's using Archicad and AutoCAD. Are you going to Archicad and AutoCAD? Do you use Archicad?
I know AutoCAD, not general.
What about Archicad? What about Archicad?
Well, I do AutoCAD.
Do AutoCAD. Yeah. Now you need to go into Archicad, not AutoCAD now. AutoCAD is need to go into Archicad. Now there are some, like, you guys deal with rods and stuff like that. Now most people in LNG, what they do is this: they do their drawings, like you draw the parts of your working equipment. Now you can interpret them. Like I went into autoplating. I'm not a mariner, but I went to do autoplating where I can autoplate in a rod. That's a rod that is rotten, that is bad. Then I can autoplate it into becoming a new form. Do you get? So I need to try to go into autoplating, get more details on autoplating, know how you can use autoplating machines too. But with Archicad and AutoCAD, you can be able to draw some engineering machines and then read through them. Send them samples. Like Dudu just did one. Dudu, I think he's your friend, right? Those you guys friends. Dudu did one which I'm about to sell to LNG for. I don't know yet. But I may either steal it from him, but he needs to interpret it better for me. Either I'm selling to Shell or to LNG. If you see what he drew, Jesus. Get some videos on Archicad, Isaac. I'll forward some to you.
Thank you. Thank
to help you. So you pay, Isaac, for you, you're paying. Personally, you're paying.
Okay, guys. So because we started streaming like 7:30, trying to bring everybody on board, I'm seeing that some persons are quite just joining and some are still going off and coming in. But if I think some persons still have questions bothering them, it could be abstract question. Maybe it could even be something as simple as Microsoft, Excel, CorelDRAW, Access. See, there are a lot of things you can do. There are formulas you can use in your Excel spreadsheet and your Access. There are bankers here. There are formulas you need as bankers, engineers. Okay, so you can ask her questions. We are having her to pull her out is not easy, but we can ask her some questions, and then for more practical times, we will be bringing them again, especially for this phase 2. These wonderful ladies in our midst. Yesterday, 2 days ago, they were great. Obianoju and Homer, and then today we have this great man here again, and 12, which is going to be the grand finale for the phase 2, is going to be Higidi, Pigidi, or Pigidi, Higidi. It's going to be jam. You guys, you will not have constipation, but you will have proper digestion. I promise you. I promise you. And why we are doing this, the goal and the vision is to get our mind shifted from the normal time. Is to make us to start getting money, to start fetching money. See, you can get money from your home. You can get money from your home. It doesn't matter how little it may be. It might not be that you must be a guru of an IT personnel, but that's your passion. Maybe you're a writer, you are a speaker, you are a singer. Like Queen is a singer here. Moses is an artist, and Moses is just coming in now. Moses, I will beat you. He's an artist, and you've missed quite a lot. He's a good guy. I didn't know Moses anywhere. This is how IT is helping us. I'm just giving you a little more stuff about IT. I didn't know Moses. Someone connected me to Moses. I just saw something he do for a friend of mine, and she showed it to me. I was like, this is awesome. Who is this guy? And he did it for free. But doing it for free then made him to have access to that person, and that person connected me. He got something from me and the person, and yet it was supposed to be free. So this is how life goes. We are in a digital world. So it doesn't matter what your feed could be. It doesn't even matter that you're a student or whatever. But myself, I did something microbiology. I don't want to practice anything related to medicine because I hate blood. I have fear for blood. That is me. And then luckily I got something that took me out. I went into marine, which I am. But my passion and my purpose is what I do. Is this kind of thing, building lives that tomorrow, God forbid, Sam doesn't have money, doesn't have 1 million, 10 million. I can quickly call Stella. Come on, Stella, I need 10 million. And if she has, she would give me. I can call Larry. Larry, I need, send the comment why I need money. Or Chika, or Potential, or my admin is there. Okay, so, or Isaac, or anybody, every one of us, Queen, Delifaka, Moses, Opop, A3X, and Victoria, my lawyer. In fact, she gave me counseling yesterday. And this also tells us humility brings you before everything. Character is another thing. See, content without character is equal to calamity. I have a lot of IT consultants I can bring to us, but I brought her because of something, not just the content, but the character. I learned from Vicky T, yet I was her president back in those days. And you can learn from everybody. She teaches me legal things. Chika was sharing a lot of legal things about things going on. See, let me even shock you. Every one of us here, we are Nigerians. Let me just say this as we'll be ending now. Stop blaming the government. The government does not owe you nothing. Take this from me tonight. Stop blaming Wike. Stop blaming President Buhari. The first enemy that you have, I don't want to enter into motivation, please. The first enemy that you have is you. That's why the first phase 1, we started by mindset. And I keep saying mindset. If you want to make something, you will make it. If you want to get something, you will get it. Stop watching too much YouTube videos. Except you've watched and you're tired. Isaac always says something to me. He said, when you keep sleeping and sleeping, people keep thinking and thinking. By the time you wake up, you keep working for those that have been thinking. And I added that, yes, when you now start sleeping too much, by the time they keep thinking, then you will start thinking. You start thinking. And I always say something, I say, this period, I say, all my posts has been, physical lockdown is not equal to mental lockdown. Physical lockdown is not equal to mental lockdown. So guys, I believe we had a great platform. In fact, on 12 is going to be bombshell. Isaac will be sending us some things. Myself, I will be sending us some things. We are not the best. We are, every one of you here, you are better than Sam. This is Sam. I think I'm the least person here. You are all better than me, but I want us to work in this transition. And a man in the first speaker that we had when we are trying to test on and bring everybody on board, he said something. I'm sorry to use these words, but I major on relationships, so I'm permitted to use certain words. I always tell us that as guys, because some people are sending me tests. What I've been counseling people for relationship issues. So a person problem in this period is how they can go to sleep with girls. Everybody have their peculiarity of problems. Some is how they will sleep with men. For this season of lockdown that we should be crying to God for mercy and other things. And people are busy working, and these people, their own work is to sleep with women or men. And I tell them something, I say, as a man, never you allow your election to give you direction, because it will give you a negative reaction. And that guy said something that broke my heart. He said, see, penis, I'm saying this for the guys, we are all mature here. He said, penis, or for the female, I wouldn't mention that part, you know your part. He said, penis or whatever you have, your breast, your whatever, is not a factor of production. We all did economics. Factors of production are labor, capital, land, and what? Entrepreneurship. And this is what we are saying here. That is why I say the theme of this program is get down to business. So guys, if you keep having hardness on your penis, send your penis to channel into energy of learning. Learning. This is motivational speaker now speaking. Learn to the point that by the time you come out, you thank God like the way instead of thanking God now that this pandemic was a great source. This pandemic came to bring us down. But take advantage of this pandemic. And I'm not saying something I don't know or what I've not been practicing. Okay? I'm saying something I've been practicing. About 2 of my books are on Amazon in this period, selling. Before the end of this month, I should be having nothing less than maybe $500 or more than that. I've done a lot of stuff, a lot of things are going on. So find your area, and also IT might not be your customers. Everybody have a projected targeted customer. Make sure that you get your projected targeted customers through your passion and your purpose, and then we shall all be on a very great platform. Once again, I want to say thank you, Stella, Sunday. Thank you, everybody on board. We cannot thank you guys enough. And I want to say that you guys are the best participant we can ever have. So while you're living here now, the message of this program is, just as I played one video that was made today by my friend, my partner, my brother, Isaac. The message is, send the same message to other people. And the reason is simple. If your neighbor, like the way Larry did, Larry is having maybe 4 or 5 persons learning with him. And he told me this ahead of time. And this person can never forget him. They can't forget him. Okay? Chrysler sent me a number today that I added. And every one of us have been doing this kind of thing. Victoria T has bought a lot of person. Queen has bought a lot of person. And I wonder why most of these people are not coming on board in terms of this. But still welcome them on board. Tell them what you've been learning. Tell them. And you've not been paying so far. But these people will be paid for teaching us. Okay? Even if it's not physical cash, I have to pay them, at least show them love. If I have my way to marry all of them, I can marry all of them. Maybe I'll become another King Solomon. So admin want to say something why I'll end. So that's my admin is trying to give me signal. So admin, just say what you want to say, and we'll be calling it a day as we get prepared for 12th of this month. And I can categorically tell you that you shouldn't miss it. Okay? Yes, admin.
Boy, it was yeah, I really appreciate the speaker. Thank you very much for your wonderful time. You have Stella. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, thank you very much. To be part of today's class, online classes, to put it that way. So we'll be hoping for the next round, and we plead everybody to be part of it also. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you guys. So the person that just put to us, that is my admin, the special admin of all admin. Everything about protocol and administration, just send it to him. He will handle every form of your administration, excluding just one. I wouldn't mention that to you. And so, because I'm also a person of relationship, I will say this on the last day. There's something I want to say, because we have a lot of great minds there who are single, searching and waiting. And part of this COVID-19 is to convince your conviction to meeting your partner. Because we are doing collaboration now. When two heads meet together, the Bible says one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. It's called multiplication factor. So happy to see you guys again, and I'll be anticipating to see you guys on 12. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you all. Thank you all. You can unmute your mic and watch these things, and I will send them to group, and you will listen to all these things.